Hey everyone, it's Cheryl from Teaching 2 and 3-year-olds. Welcome to 2023. I'm so excited to start the year with our winter themes. So we're gonna do 2 weeks of snow and ice, snowmen, things like that. And then we're gonna move into talking about hibernation and winter bears and day and night. So this week I am going to share how our classroom is set up for snow and ice. And then like I always do, I'm going to invite the children in so you can see how they interact with the materials. Make sure to go to the very end of this video because I share the printables that we are using for the next 2 weeks with links in the video's description.
Already, they're ready to go for painting. We are painting snowflakes. And this snowflake is from our gingerbread packet. He's a sparkly paint. I love the sparkly temper paint. This is actually from Lakeshore, and it's a sparkly. Let me come over so you can see it. It comes in all different colors, and I love using this instead of glitter. Our janitors appreciate it too, and it has a nice sparkle to it, but it's inside the paint so it doesn't flake off. All right, day 2 at the art table, we are painting jumbo craft sticks. So I just hot glued them, put a loop on the back, and you just trim that there so we can hang them. And we're using the blue sparkly paint I mentioned in our art project from the other day from Lakeshore, and also we have silver. Then when these dry, next week we're going to glue some pieces on it. I'm going to do 2 steps with this. First to this little book here that we'll be reading to connect it all together.
Oh, you have it. Cute. Going for a swim right there.
I need a towel.
Okay. So in the fall, the other class, the 3 and 4-year-olds, made these trees and painted them. And we decided to hang on to them because we have this idea that now we're going to put snow on the tree. We actually did have snow here, so it's much more meaningful for the children. We don't get much snow in the Pacific Northwest, but we did, so it's more meaningful for them. So now we're going to cover our fall tree with snow just like it really happened. We're going to add some temper paint. I just eyeball it, and then use also white temper paint and some shaving cream, about equal amounts. And then I'm just going to mix this up, and they're going to roll it on our fall tree because we're going to pretend there was a snowstorm, and we're going to put snow on our tree. All right, so we're pretending that there's a snowstorm, just like the real one that we had recently, and we're covering our fall tree with snow. I love to repurpose anything I can, and the teacher that made these put so much work into it. I couldn't recycle it yet. We needed to do some more work to it. So now we're going to cover it with snow using our shaving cream and paint and rollers. We put some brushes out too, in case some of the children wanted to use brushes instead of rollers.
Austin, you can do this.
And this is how it turned out. They had so much fun with this. So much fun. And at the Play-Doh table this week, we have blue Play-Doh, which I made with berry Kool-Aid. And then we have little snowflakes that we're pressing into the Play-Doh. And we have rolling pins. And we have snowflake and snowman cookie cutters.
Okay.
Here you go, Em. Here you go. Wait.
Big ball.
And this is how the table looks after the children have been here. I wanted to show you these winter scenes. These are from our toddler activity plans packet. So if you have that, It's meant to be a scene with different figures that you can put on here, but I always love to take printables and use them other ways, and so I made copies so that they're at each spot. So it's a winter scene that they can put the Play-Doh on. So if you have that toddler winter activity plans packet, this is a fun one to pull out to use. Laminate it, and you can use it at the Play-Doh table. And I'll drop links to the toddler packet, the winter packet, and the preschool winter packet in the video's description. And in the dramatic play area, we have an Italian restaurant. We're making some pizza over there. But those are pepper flakes. You can just put some pepper on your pizza. And cheese, Parmesan cheese. And I cut some spaghetti out of felt. Making some spaghetti.
I need a big cylinder. I can do it. Wait, is it?
I don't know. It's a cherry. Here, want a bite? And in our sensory bin, we have dyed blue rice.
Hey guys, okay?
And then at our activity table, we have different puzzles. We have this little activity over here where the children can transfer pom-poms, which are snowballs, into the snowman pan. At the light table, we have blue magnetiles, and look at this.
What's that?
Look at, you want to shake it?
Yeah.
It's our Snowflake sensory bottle. And then we also have some little polar bears that are wearing some winter hats.
I saw that one. What can we make with these?
I wonder.
Let's make tower. A tower would work. I'm making a tower. There we go.
Alright, so we have been having fun taking the polar bears and putting them on our fingers and thumbs from the light table. Ready to help me? And at the writing table, we have markers and we have our snowflake paper. This is from our gingerbread packet on Teachers Pay Teachers. And we have a snowflake stamp that we were using to stamp onto it if they choose. Or like I said, they can use markers. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's snowman. Up. Make him as tall and make him come down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little snowmen jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his hat and head. How about that? Should we say hat and head? Mommy called the doctor and the doctor said, what did he say? No more snowmen jumping on the bed. Oh! What does he have for a nose?
No.
What is it?
Carrot.
A carrot, and who's trying to eat the carrot?
Already.
It's a And what's this? Yellow scarf. And what's on his hands? What's on his hands? Red mittens. And what's here? Blue button. I'm going to the gym. It's time to come to the carpet, to the carpet, to the carpet. It's time to come to the carpet. Come sit down.
I have a house. I have a house. I have a house.
So that's how we have our classroom set up for the snow and ice theme. Make sure to go to the end of this video where I share some of our printables, and all the links to the printables are in this video's description. Please subscribe to Teaching 2 and 3-year-olds on YouTube, and make sure to click that bell icon so that every time I publish a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. This snowman button counting activity is a freebie on the website, and it goes up to 10, and you can just take some buttons and the children identify the numbers on the bottom of each card and then put that many buttons on each snowman. This snowball counting activity is another freebie on the website, and it goes up to 10, and you can use small pom-poms, like these little tiny miniature ones, and you just put them right on top of the snowball so they can count how many snowballs, identify the number, and then put the snowballs right on top, just like that. These snowman counting cards are in our winter's activity packet, which is on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it does go up to 10, and the children can identify the number above each snowman, and then there are that many circles also. So I like to use these tiny pom-poms that they can place on top of each circle. You can also use buttons or other small pieces as well. The props the children are holding this week include the snowmen and the snowflakes, and these are freebies that are on the website, and I make sure that I have enough for each child to hold while we sing winter songs and read winter books. One of our circle time activities is reading this book, Colors in the Cold. I created a free printable on the website where you can take the snowman, and it comes with the individual pieces, and I use Velcro that the children can then press them on, and then there's also a snowman printable where it's already done. So I put the printable snowman that's already dressed onto a jumbo craft stick, and then this is the snowman that we dress while we read the book. And then afterwards I put it on the table as an independent table activity. Another circle time printable, these are there's 10 snowflakes, and this is from our winter counting props packet on Teachers Pay Teachers. And these can go with songs, or if you just want to use them for simple counting. I like to use them from there's a couple of songs on our January playlist on Spotify. I'll drop a link in the video's description. One is called 5 Little Snowflakes, and the other one is called 10 Little Snowflakes. With this theme, we are also doing some activities from our winter toddler activity plans. These plans are something that I helped create along with a team of or the other early childhood educators and homeschoolers. There are 20 different activities in this packet, and there's also a bunch of printables. Right here, there's the scenes I was showing you for the Play-Doh. And then also we used some activities from our preschool winter activity packet. Make sure to check this video's description. There will be links to other printables that were not featured in this video that we might have used this week or that we're going to be using in the next few weeks. And also make sure to check out our Snow and Ice resource page. I'll drop a link to this in the video's description as well. This is where you will see the activities that we're doing, plus other activities. And then there's also links to books and songs and printables as well.